G'day everyone, welcome to the Open Mills channel. For those new, this is the channel where you get to see what I get up to with Opal, from mining opal, buying parcels, cutting, carving, treating antimuka matrix, setting in silver, and anything else I get up to Opal that I can put out there. If you haven't seen it, my last videos, they're part 1, 2, they have an awesome presentation that I was able to go and see at my club, the Southern Rockhounds. So there was Don, Keith and Alan Bartram that came and did a presentation, and this is a book I'm in reference to. That is an amazing opal. I'd still be grinning today. I think I said that to Jeff. If I found anything like that, I'd still have that original smile on my face. He did a bit of a presentation on opal and the history and his family's history in opal mining, which was absolutely awesome and definitely worth checking out. That said, a few of you are after books. That's not a problem. I'm getting them ordered in, and if anyone else is after any from that episode, you'll know what I mean if you see it. Just shoot me an email and I'll do what I can to organise that too. Not a problem. Just be prepared for postage. They're $50 a book, and I'm not sure where you are in the world, but postage varies. So I've been very busy and feel slightly lazy at the same time, that I'm actually only now clearing up my last giveaway. So I finally got the pieces done. So I thought I'd show you. These are the pendants that have the inlaying the ironstone that I did, and Michelle asked for a ring, so I did that too. Made a couple other pieces, a couple of rings. This one's a directional one. Get around the right way. It lights up with a really nice green and gold stripe in there. But she's directional, and it's gone. Oh, there we go. Get it from that side too. Yeah, very directional. This one not so much. It's got a bit more colour direction to it, different angles. And they're both matrix. And yeah, so been doing a bit of silversmithing. Put that aside. And mentioning the giveaway. So thank goodness I'm just clearing that one up. I do have another giveaway underway, just off the top of my hands that I can reach right now. Things like this, it should just be a little rough parcel with some nice antimuka crystal opal. I'm sure someone will love. And this kind giveaway, donation from Mr. Winston Miles. Subscriber parcels I've been doing a bit of cutting for, so here's another one. We're going to unwrap that now and probably cut a stone, no doubt. There's a lot more for the next giveaway. I'm going to have to put a bit of effort into putting this one together. There's going to be a bit of a mystery first place giveaway or category. It's going to be a really cool giveaway. I can't wait to finally, when it's ready, show you all. And yeah, there's probably going to be one of the books from the last video. I'll be giving one of those away, and a few other bits and pieces, parcels and stuff like that. So that's coming up for the subscriber giveaway. Just letting you know, not asking or telling you to subscribe, but if you're not subscribed, yeah, it's a subscriber giveaway. Anyway, let's open this up. I love getting parcels and being able to do them, especially when they've got opal in them. And this one is definitely going to have opal in it. So that's heaps up my alley. Alright. So what have we got here? A few bits and pieces. Some Lightning Ridge black and dark rough and rubs. Nice and bright. Can't wait. Small ringstone material. Bit of medium rough. And some doublet material. Awesome. I'm going to be doing a doublet video soon. Container's dried out. Let me put some water in it. Got a few bits from the carving parcel that I recently did that are left over for doublet pieces. Some nice little doublet material there. So yeah, we'll put them aside. We'll go for the Lightning Ridge dark rough and rubs, nice and bright. Well, what do we have here? A couple of interesting looking pieces. A little bit of a knobby, worth an investigation. Nice looking bar, goes all the way around. Alright, some real potential in this now. Bit of a mixed up knobby, that one. Might be a carver. Difficult cuts with this material, all these sorts of base. If I find a solid enough piece, I'll get a couple of stones out of there, maybe even matching. Very good promise. Ooh, beautiful. That'll be very interesting. I'll have to just zoom in a bit more here. There we go. So yeah, goes into the black. A white crystal on top. That'll be interesting. We'll get to and rub some of these back in a bit. Oh, wow, like that blue. This one caught my eye. Nice bit of colour in there. There we go. Hopefully there's something clean in amongst all that. Just a little thin bit down the bottom even. Down here under that sand. Higher if possible, but we'll take what we can get. Let's get a bit thin. May end up as a doublet material, but there's some nice bright stuff there. Not sure if it will come to much though. Right, bit of a carver. Oh, check that out. Royal blue. That'll be some nice dark material. There's a bit of a preform rubbed back, started to give it shape. Swirls of colour in it. A little bit of potch makeup. Looks like that'll go all the way through, can't come down here too much, but that goes up through. That'll lose the colour bar here, in other words. That'll be a delicate touch. A lot of thin material, check that out. Nice pattern in here. Regular shapes that go together. Maybe not quite, but it's close. Another rub. Some of this work's been done for me. Awesome. Just a bit of goldy orange in there, not sure if that'll come through on it. There'll be a little ring stone in there. Wow. Rolling sheen. Very interesting. This one looks a bit fractured. I have to go on a doublet. Ooh, too much sand. Ooh, there's some nice colour. Wow. A lot of challenging cuts here too. Nice colour on the back here. Maybe a carving crossed flat cab. Have to see on that one. Oh, there's a nice bright bar. There's two of them actually. See how far this goes down, but that top looks magical from there. Hope that clears up. Wow, a little bit of potential in there. Definitely not all going to be cutters, but there is a lot of cutters. Wow. And some are just definite cutters. Far out. That's an interesting pattern. Bit different anyway. Try and keep that as a whole stone. Very unique. Very different. I'll investigate that one. That one. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. Put that one to the side for a sec. We may be coming back to that one for this cut. Oh look, cute little knobby with a white cap. He's so cute. Nice colour. I'll have to see how the sand treats us. That kind of a pattern, I'd say a doublet for sure, that thickness. But that is, again, unique. Almost. Oh look, red, blue, red, blue. Red, blue, harlequin. 2 spots. Oh no, look. It's almost trying to be harlequin. There's only 2 wide in 2 spots, 2 nice little squares just there. It does come up into the next 2 blocks. And it merges together, but they are 2 but elongated blocks. Wow. We will treat that one with care. Gorgeous. Ooh, beautiful. Again, not all cutters. A little knobby. A witch's hat. Very interesting parcel. Let's see how this plays out. Ooh, that's nice. Not very thick and cuttable, but again, if we have to turn it into a doublet just to keep the meat on the bone, Dremel that surface just to keep that colour. Wow. And lucky last. Nice little bar that runs through there. Oh, looks like it faces better that way than that way. I don't know. Can't really tell. Working this way up. Trying to look down on the angle. That way and that way. Now we'll decide that and later. A couple of little bits. See what happens. So I'm going to pick a couple of bits out. We're going to go rub some back. Let's see what's in there. I think one of them is going to definitely be this one. See if we can't take this out. It may end up just a little stone. Because it's got a bit of sand through there, unfortunate. I just noticed. You can see that through. So that's going to have to stay for this to be a cut stone. Bit unfortunate, but it's got a nice colour right above it. So they sacrifice the colour. No. Keep it all one stone. And we'll go rub this one back as well. See what that looks like from the top. And 1 or 2 others. Okay, so I've gone in through, picked out a few I think might turn into something worth the explore. So we'll go get stuck into these on the wheel. Okay, so change is good as a holiday, and so I thought I'd do something a bit different this time. So we're just going to go cleaning these up in this video. I'm not going to drag it out too long and do all the cutting and everything. I'll do that separately. I'm just going to go through here, and I thought that way I can explain a bit about why I'm going to do one side as opposed to the other as the face, and yeah, just explain my decision making. So we'll start with this one. So I've looked at this one on the face. It's got a very thin bar. Very thin bar. It gets a bit thick there, but comes around here and almost disappears again. Nice bit of flash there, but I don't think it would survive the wheel. So I'll try not to touch this end. But I want to see if I can get that to clear up a touch more.
and at least expose a bigger face to get a better stone out of. I could do that with the Dremel, just to be careful, but I have had a look with the light on it, and this stuff really does seem to be sitting just on top. So I'm pretty confident, famous last words, pretty confident I can get this out here. So I'm just going to line it up so I don't hit this end, and so I'm going to come in from this side. I'm going to roll it into the wheel, roll the stone into the wheel that way, and just touch that side of the face. It's a bit of dexterity control here, but focus. Some really nice colour under there. Really hope I can get it out. Take this bit by bit and show you as it comes out. I love that colour under there. Nice little pattern just there. So come from this side. Roll it down a bit. A bit more in here now. Starting to sneak back up this way, that mark. So the more I can chase it back out, the better. I'm still trying not to touch this, because if this can survive, it will stay into the stone. It's a very beautiful colour. So I've got a nice clean spot in here now. Makes a bigger stone to cut. Still meat on the bone. I'm still ready to stone how to work this out a bit more. Slowly coming out a little bit. Wow. It's just a bit less noticeable. Flashing now. Where'd you go? Oh. Wow. Stop there with that for now. This will go down a bit. And we'll try a touch more. Still got a little bit of meat to play with. Really reduce that mark down there, especially over where it's coming over to this edge. So I definitely will stop there. I may get a stone here, or one there I should say, and then one over that, maybe extending up to here. So we're going to leave that one there for now. That'll be carefully looked at and marked out, and maybe have a slice made in it, or I'd really love to hit it with the Dremel and just see if I can get it out. Might even do that. We'll put it aside anyway and move on. So another one similar. I'm going to try and work this out. I've looked through the side in the light. That doesn't go too far. I reckon I can roll that out, get rid of that. We'll end up with a really nice little oval in this one. Bit of a dead corner there though. It's that colour there, it's just not showing. And we'll see what happens. Roll that little bit out the corner, it's just a touch of the air. I'll work on this bit. Well, that just about got it. You can see it reduced very much so. A bit more rolling, that'll come out. Keep dropping it. Alright. Pretty much all clean except for a slight touch which I'll keep going on, but probably can get out on the stick. So we'll probably lose this clear tip here. It's got that sort of in the background and the colour stops there. It's hard to get this tip to light up as such on that angle. It just makes for yeah, there we go. It does light up. What do I do? Do I leave it in? I really want to get an oval out of this. I really think there's a gorgeous little oval sitting in there. Got to take off. Right. Yeah, we'll go for the oval. A bit of a weird looking base to this. That's the way it's going to have to be. That's fantastic. We'll leave that one like that. And the next one's just going to be a little wipe over the top just to clear that up. We don't want to go down too far. Just to see what happens under there. And this end has a bit of a chip which will have to be rolled out. So we'll see, just start cleaning up, see what it is first. quick. Gorgeous colour. Sand spot. Might have to lose that spot. Let's see. Now I can smell this material on the wheel, and this is where people refer to the Lightning Ridge material has a certain smell to it. I think it's like a carbony content to it or something. Roll the rest of it out. Sort the rest of that on the stick. Throw some of the colour in there. So this one's going to be a bit straightforward. It's a knobby. Can't quite tell how clean it is till we clean it up. You can see the colour goes all the way around. Misses there a bit, so we'll give that a bit of a touch. Try. There we go. So let's take the top off. I'll neaten this up a bit, sorry. Always sand's going to be a concern. I hope that stops very shortly. So yeah, now the top. Awesome. Check that colour out. Wow. Decent thickness of bar in there. This is a gem for sure. Let's do this. Please clear up. It's still getting down there. It's starting to clear up. Wow, I think that's, I'm not going to say much. It's very dark in the middle though. So this last bit of webbing out. Come on. I'm doing this so lightly, so it's probably going to take a minute for this to happen. Come on, please clear up. I have a feeling that that's the look of the stone. That's about the look of the stone on this one, I think. Still fantastic colour, but it's got a lot of grey webbing in there structurally. It's really nice and black on the inside there, but I don't know how big that is. I really want to go down to it, but I'm not sure if it's just more of this. See, if you look at sort of this part as I turn it, you can see the lines going down into the stone. So that's what's causing that pattern as well, I think. So we're gonna tidy the back up, leave that as is, pretty much. Alright, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. So nice little stone. We'll see what becomes of it a bit later. Okay, so this one's got a nice green bar through it. Cement shot this side. Thick enough bar this side with more top facing and beautiful colour this side. I'm not going to go this way up. We're going to keep it that way up and see what we can get out of it. Some of this potch may run lines of potch into it. It might not clear up entirely. Oh, really nice black too. I hope that's on the other side as well. Yes, so it's both sides, fear not. So we'll continue this side. We just hope this isn't colour running around the central black core. Alright. Colour in there starting to come through. Come through a bit more. Focus on this edge. Oh wow. Oh wow. Nice. way this end, so I'll start it from this way. Bit of black in the middle. Please go. Right, it's about time to stop from this wheel. We've got the colour coming through now. I'm going to leave that little black spot there, and if necessary we'll have a stone over here and one over here, but I'm sure with a bit of finesse we'll be able to take that out on the stick. So let's get this trimmed up a little bit. The sand that can be seen through the top. Done. We'll leave that like that for a moment. Absolutely stunning, that piece. There's a bit of water on it. Winner, as they say. Couple of different patterns on it. Oh, that's going to be a stunner. Alright, 2 more left, and another one to reveal the colour. This is a really nice colour in there on the side. Hopefully it's going to keep translating like that on the top. But it stops about here, so it's only going to be a small stone. Steer clear from this edge and just work this side. Alright. So there we go. Take what we can out of that. Still a very nice colour. Just need to far down a little bit more. It's going to be directional. Take it. Alright, this last one. So, this one's a bit of a difficult decider, but I think I figured it out. Which side to leave it on. And so, it's got the 2 bars, but the solid one's down the bottom here, and I like the base this side of that bar than this side. So we're going to just take this down and take what we can get out of here. go. Nice bit of blue. Bit of purple. Beautiful, we'll stay in there. We'll leave that sand alone, I think. There's a bit deep. So I can see it in the camera light. I think we'll stick for that side of that one. A nice little stone. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Pretty well cleaned up very nicely. Still bits of sand in some spots, still have to work around it in the cut. That's gorgeous. Very bright. That one. It's a really nice pattern. I'd really like that to have come out, and I think I'll still chase it with a bit of a Dremel. I fear I'm going to wreck this if I do. It's very thin. It's got a little tiny bit of meat there, but really not enough to play with. But I will. May end up just a carving. Dremel out that and set another stone or something, because that's just fabulous colour. I rolled this one out as well in the beginning. Again, some really nice colour, couple of issue spots, a little ding there. And just making it presentable and decent shape. Might be a teardrop in the end. What else we got? Oh, this one. So this one confused me a lot. Happens. So I could tell it sort of looked like it was going to be grey dividers between the colours, but I did hope it would come out. So we've almost gone down pretty much on the second bar now, which is barely there as far as the top bar. We've got still part way in the top bar. There was 2 bars there, sort of. Sort of see the remnants of the top one here and the bottom one there. As I roll that over, we'll probably end up in the bottom bar. But I still think that's a really nice stone. It's not sand shot. This will polish up perfectly. It's just got grey potch dividers, webbing, whichever way you'd like to refer to it. But it gives it character. Gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. Can't say a bad word about Opal half the time. It's like something else. Even when it's pretty bad, it's still pretty good. Shh. So yeah, that one's going to be a nice little purple stone. Look at that sand. Get a really nice little ring stone in there. Little oval. And this one. Come on, black potch, go. As I said, some of it may go through, and as you can see, that line runs into it, so I'm not going to try and get that out. And I think as I've cut the stone, I'm hoping that will disappear. There's some fantastic little patterns in there. It's very dark, jet black material. Almost looks like it's a fossil, a leaf. Anyway, I can stare at that all day. This bit deceiving. I thought it might face a little bit better, but we'll see what we can get it to come up to when I get right down on that bar. Still got some nice colour in it, just very directional. And this one, it's just going to be a little stone in there, I think. That colour doesn't really go across too far. I need to take this side down a bit more. Anyway. So, you're all probably curious. I might go cut this one and just slip this in at the end. Yeah, I'll do that for you. Can't leave you hanging too much, but I'll do the rest later when another video is in. So yeah, I'll come back and show you the results of this one. There we go. There's one cut, and that black spot almost went away. It has a line coming from the side going through, so it's there somewhat, but most of it's gone. And that all lights up now. So I'm pretty happy with the results of that. Bit directional. It does have colour all over. It just doesn't all light up at once. That's a nice little pattern in there. It looks like a leaf, honestly. Don't know if it is or not. If that's how the cavity was left from a mould from vegetation. But who knows? So it does, and I hate this. It's got a little bit of a. Let's see if I can just clean the surface up a bit from my fingerprints. Couple of issues in the surface that are going to stay there because of the thickness of bar, and you can see it just there. I couldn't get the center of that to get to it without taking it down way too far. We're really out of bar. I'm surprised there's even color still left on that end. It's just a touch. There's nothing I could do. Tried to roll it this way a bit, but the stone was getting too thin, so it's a bit of a shame. May detract from the value a bit, but not a bad recovery from a thin little slither. So there we go. I'll leave this video here and get on with the rest of them and get on with the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.